We're gonna be setting up our 126 here by BIK to remove 3 decent sized spruces. We have a septic field right there, the lateral field. So we're gonna get these outriggers out, we're gonna put some mats down, and then we're gonna crib. We're gonna go over how to properly set your truck in a safe manner to make sure that everything stays structurally sound, no tilting, anything like that. So in this situation, we're gonna start with the front outrigger first, so we can get some block under that. We always want a nice secure ground. On your first section of cribbing, you always want the first row touching, all right? Do 4x6 in the rear. I feel like that just needs to come up a little bit. This is 3/4, so this should give us the angle that we need. So in this situation, we just push down on that wood a little bit to get a little bit more clearance on the back there. It was a little tight to get these 4x6s. So we're gonna lift back up on this, using our controls over here. So I'm gonna lift that up. We need a little bit more clearance, so I'm gonna lift that rear. Now that we get a pad under, coming down on main. We're gonna wait till this pressure's up. You're gonna see the truck start to get level. You got a light indicator on each side. Right there is meaning that we got a good amount of pressure. We're gonna match it with the back. I usually do the back until you see that chassis lift a little bit in the rear. Lights on. Now we're gonna work on the other side. That lock in the back is pinched, so we're gonna take the rear, suck it in a little bit. Those are safety, so your outriggers do not come unstowed while driving. Now that that's out, we're gonna push this all the way out, see where we come to, and then we determine what cribbing we need. Up at the front, this one's a little locked up too, so we suck it in a little bit, get that lock undone. We're gonna come out. A little pressure on there, so just pull the outrigger up a little bit more. Sometimes you just gotta wiggle it a little bit in case that doesn't line up. So in a situation like this, see how the outrigger's getting close to the grass? We definitely want some cribbing under there. Even though our main workload's gonna be on our driver's side, and our drop zone is gonna be in front of the crane. So we're gonna do the thing what we did before. We're gonna crib up this rear a little bit and get this picked up. You'd use the outriggers to make sure you can get your cribbing under. Now we got some space. So this is our non-working side. We're gonna do 2 mats with the pad to ensure that we got a nice packing on the ground there. It's a little too low to fit cribbing, but this is our non-working side. So we're pushing this down. You got 2 indicators up here, 2 pressure points. See how it just lit up all green? That means we got max span at 100% on each side, and we're centered. We're gonna pull up that rear now and get that locked in a little bit better. So when I raise the rear, I'm looking for that chassis to come up. We're gonna want this rear a little bit more. I don't want my tires off the ground. With knuckle booms, you want to keep the tires on the ground at all times. I feel like that's gonna give us a nice stance right there. When setting these up, it's always good to have a mat, just have a little bit extra reinforcement. I know this is a gravel driveway, but just to ensure, we like to put mats down. So using the front outriggers on setting up a 126, you gotta make sure your remote's on. You're gonna go into the power mode here, this power button. You can do all your outriggers through the remote. I only choose to do the front so I can go through my steps. So hit that, and on the remote, we're gonna hit our second to last. So it's remote control. You can do all outriggers. I don't choose to. I'm just gonna secure the ground on this. Just enough. Sometimes situations you might want to put it down a little bit more. Depends if you're on a incline or decline. Now we're ready to unfold. As you can see, we got some branches above the boom. We get up to a certain height, we can start swinging this over the cab or over the rear of the truck. In this situation, we're gonna go over the rear. Don't even have to trim those branches. That's what's great about a knuckle boom. You can bend in multiple ways, multiple scenarios to get whatever the job entails. If that was a stick crane, you would need to get that up and out.